Hi, all. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira, and my channel is all about talking about new makeup, trying new makeup, but also finding new and exciting ways to be inspired by the makeup you already own. If that sounds good to you, I hope you will consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed today's video, hitting the like button. Today, I'm going to talk about the makeup brands that I've never tried, but I really want to. And there's a nice little list. It's not super long, but it's a nice little curated list. And I wanted to make sure that when I did this that I didn't add brands that I've tried maybe one or two products from and that I want to try more from, because that's a completely different, list. These are brands that I've literally never tried any products from, and they just intrigue me. They have a few products where I'm like, or maybe more than one product where I'm like, So yeah, let's get into it. So let's start off with a brand that I see on Instagram all the time, and I'm just so obsessed, and I have yet to make a purchase from them. I don't know why. I probably will do so at some point, but before the end of the year, I don't know yet. I'm currently on a soft no buy for July, and when I say soft no buy, I mean I'm not really shopping for myself in the sense of like I'm buying fun things to play with. I'm either gonna buy replacements for things. I just bought not too long ago a replacement for my Kosas concealer, but that was all I had emptied the one that I had and I was out, and I cannot be without my Kosas concealer. It's my go-to. Um, and maybe purchasing things to review for the channel, but I'm not buying things just to add to my personal collection, if you know what I mean. The brand is Phytosurgence. They are a Canadian brand, independently owned. I think they have two owners, and they create all of the products themselves and the formulas. And the products just look so amazing. Specifically, this product called their Spectral Shine, and it's like this dry sort of gel to powder, but not quite formula where you can apply all over your face to give the face this really beautiful glow. You can also use it as a highlighter, but it doesn't have like that super glowy, sparkly vibe of a powder highlighter. I've seen they have it in like 5 or 6 shades. It looks amazing. I'm highly obsessed. And then they have these little pots of single shadows that are like they're not powder. They're kind of like a cream gel formula as well. And they just look amazing. Everything looks amazing. I have a wish list already. I really want to try, I think it's called Morning Dew. It's the Spectral Shine that I want to try. There's a couple of like the eyeshadows, the cream eyeshadows that look amazing. There's an olive one. They're just, everything looks so well done, and the formulas look really sophisticated, and that's the thing that I'm finding with my tastes evolving in makeup, is that I'm really enjoying these really sort of smaller, more curated, more sophisticated leaning collections from brands, and theirs fits really well in that category. They have a lot to offer, but the brand itself feels very very sort of streamlined, and their products are the type I love. One and done shadows. I use those a ton in my everyday life, and that is very much what I feel like their shadows are. They're like these really beautiful dimensional one and done shadows, and then you have these beautiful products to enhance the complexion and the skin. And that's really been my vibe lately. Specifically this summer, is my vibe's been all about like enhancing the natural glow of the skin, enhancing the eyes, but it not being too much. Of course, I say that with this neon pink lipstick and this neon liner. This, by the way, is the new Haus Labs liner in Chartreuse. If you saw my June birthday haul videos, I talked about how I really wanted this and it was sold out. And I'm on a soft no buy, so I really wasn't going to be shopping for myself, but I had a client who gave me a Sephora gift card as a sort of thank you for my work, and I used it. And I got this and I got a couple other things. So yeah, so I've tried it for the first time today and I was feeling very bright and neon-y, so I'm enjoying this. But this vibe is very different from the Phytosurgeons vibe, and I like them both, but I'm just really intrigued by that brand and what they have to offer. Stop, and sort of in that same vibe category is the brand Violette. And Violette is run by I believe she is the creative director for Guerlain Beauty, if I remember correctly. And her brand is so stunning. Again, it's like liquid eyeshadows. It's beautiful, bright lips. She's got a red and this vibrant pink that is so on my list. She has these enhancing skin products. I'm really interested in the Bon Bon Milk. That is like I love those type of like milky hydrators. I'm really into those right now, and she has one that looks beautiful, but it's the same kind of vibe as Phytosurgeons in the sense that she actually has, I think, fewer products than even they do, and it just feels very streamlined. It feels very sophisticated. It feels very simple, but really high quality. It's very French, which makes sense because she's French. But it has a very French sensibility about it, and I've been sort of like lurking on that website for months, and I think if I were to make a purchase like anytime soon for myself, it would probably be them. It would be that brand first, because it's just, I don't know, something about it just really has me intrigued and very sort of captivated. Next up is Jones Road Beauty. I feel like Jones Road Beauty was like, no one was talking about it, and then everyone was talking about it, and we can thank that TikToker who decided to slather her entire face in a whole jar of foundation and then wonder why it didn't blend in. That girl. Anyway, I have been eyeing Jones Road Beauty since end of last year. Like I was so tempted, and then they had a big sale during Black Friday, but that was the Black Friday that I had chosen not to shop. It's like, I'm not going to shop this Black Friday. It's the first Black Friday I hadn't shopped in years. And of course they had a big sale and I missed it. And I was like, huh. But they're still on my list. I don't know if I would try the foundation. I actually was more interested in the brand. I was interested in the brand before the foundation came out. The foundation seems very much for super dry skin types, which is not me. I might try it in like the winter time and see how my skin reacts to it. But right now I am normal to oily, and I think that would just be sliding all over my face. There was no point in me even trying that. But the balms that she has, and by the way, Jones Road Beauty is owned by Bobbi Brown. Bobbi Brown of Bobbi Brown Cosmetics. Bobbi Brown sold Bobbi Brown Cosmetics to Estee Lauder, and she left the brand itself some years ago, and this is her new brand that she started, I think I want to say 1 or 2 years ago. So this is, when I say her, I mean Bobbi Brown. This is Bobbi Brown's new cosmetics line. And I'm just really interested in the balms that she has and the different tones. I've heard people say they're very sticky. They don't set down. For me, that's not really an issue. I would just powder. And I think if you strategically powder, you'd probably be fine. I don't have long hair, so I don't have to worry about hair other than cat hair sticking to my face or anything like that. So I just kind of want to give the brand a try. There's a couple of products that I just find very intriguing, mainly that balm. That balm has me very intrigued. Next up is the brand Typology, and I've heard interesting things about this brand. They have some of them good, some of them not good. Some people have said, other people like, oh no, I really like them. I just want to try for myself. I'm very much the type of person where I really like to sort of try something and form my own opinion, So even if someone tells me, oh, it's crap, I might still try it because I want to know if it's crap for me. Because there have been times that I have listened to people, or people have said to me that a product was crap, and then I try it and it's become something that I've loved. Everyone's different, everyone's experiences with makeup products is different. So for me, it hasn't turned me off. I still have the brand on my list. Again, that is Typology. And they tend to have more like skincare leaning and skincare focused products, and they have a tint, like a tinted serum that I'm really interested in. It's like basically it's a skin tint, but it's got like skincare properties and qualities. And I'm just curious. And that's honestly, I've looked at the website. That's probably the only thing I'm interested in. I do think the products are incredibly pricey, maybe probably overpriced, which has been one of the reasons why I haven't, opened my wallet to purchase anything. But I'm still curious. I'm still like, maybe if they had a sale, I would pick that up. Bodyography. Again, if you are an Instagram makeup person like myself and you follow a lot of makeup accounts and you post makeup looks like myself, you will have seen many a person using bodyography. And their looks are always bangers. And I'm just bodyography is known for these like pots of like pigmented, I wouldn't say they're loose. Well, I guess they're loose. They're pigments, but they're very dimensional, shimmer, metallic type of shades. Some are glitters, some are not. But the one thing that just pulls me in every single time that I see someone using them is the dimension on the eyes. Even for the ones that are just metallics, there's so much dimension. And I just want to get my hands on a couple and just play with them and see, because every time I see someone wearing them, I'm like, oh my God, that is stunning. Again, another brand where you could do a one and done look with those pigments. I am obsessed with those type of products at the moment. They are the thing that I'm like the most intrigued to purchase. I have so many palettes, and that's not to say there aren't palettes still on my wish list. That's not to say that I'm against buying palettes in the future. It's just right now, I think my makeup focus has been on like one and done shadows, cream shadows, liquid shadows, even one and done powder shadows. Those are the things that are exciting me at the moment. Next up is Glaminatrix, and the the flip side of that, when I said, oh, I'm not anti eyeshadow palette, I still want to purchase palettes. This is a perfect example. So Glaminatrix has their palette, the Nocturnal palette, that everyone went crazy for, and it's a beautiful color story. It's such an interesting color story. For me, the main thing with palettes lately is that I just haven't been that inspired by most color stories in eyeshadow palettes. And this is a prime example to me about how indie brands they create such amazing color stories, interesting color stories, different color stories that still incorporate shades that we all like are attracted to and we find usable, but in these really interesting, creative, inspiring ways. And I feel like the Nocturnal palette from Glaminatrix is such a prime example of that, of a really beautiful, beautiful color story. And I've also heard that the formula is just amazing. I know they've come out with another palette since then that's sort of like their take on a neutrals palette, which is still looking really stunning. Color story is beautiful, and I hear the formula on that one is stunning as well. I want to give them a try. The thing that has been holding me back is just the shipping. They're an Australian brand. The shipping is astronomical from Australia to America. I mean, if you're shipping anything from Australia to America or vice versa, you're going to be paying a ton in shipping. And I just haven't the palette itself in US dollars is about $54, $55, which is a lot. And then on top of that, I think the shipping is like $20. So I would be spending almost $100 on that palette. And at this point, I haven't been brave enough to do that. And then when I was ready to do it, it was out of stock. So it's just, for me, it's like, eventually from what I understand, it is a permanent palette. So I don't feel like I'm in a rush to get it. If it was limited edition, I probably would have purchased it already, but it's not. So I'm not feeling like this like need to get it at this exact moment. Next up is a brand that's been around for a while. And when it first came out, I was really intrigued by the aesthetic. I think it's one of the most aesthetically pleasing brands I've seen. It's very luxury. It's very high-end. The pricing matches that. And that is Victoria Beckham Beauty. I've never tried anything from Victoria Beckham Beauty, and I've wanted to for a while. And I was going back and forth about trying one of her eyeshadow, the little mini eyeshadow palettes that she has, but none of the color stories, I felt like I had all those colors, and none of the color stories were inspiring enough for me to want to purchase shades that I already had. And not only did I already have, but I had a ton of. So even though I was really attracted to the packaging, I talked myself out of that. But the things that have really continuously caught my eye are her kohl eyeliners, specifically the shade Bronze. They just look stunning, and that shade in particular, the way it blends, I've seen multiple people use that shade, and it just looks stunning on the eye. But yeah, it's just different. I want to try something, and I probably will eventually pick up like a couple of eyeliners or maybe one of her Posh lipsticks, which are also very beautiful. The colors aren't that exciting, but there's a couple of shades that I would be willing to purchase and try out because I'm very curious about the brand. I've heard great things about the lipsticks, the liners. The eyeshadow palettes, I've heard meh things about, like the formula isn't bad, but it's not necessarily like worth the price point. You're really paying for the packaging with that. So yeah, I don't know. I probably would just pick up a liner and a lipstick and give those a shot. All right, guys, and that's my little baby list. I feel like I wanted to kind of keep my list curated because, again, I didn't want to add brands where I've only tried one thing and I'm like, oh, I really want to try more. Maybe I'll do a video like that. If you are interested in something like that, let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys want me to do a video where I talk about the brands that I have maybe tried one or two products and I'm intrigued enough to want to purchase more? I would be more than happy to do that. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know in the comments down below, what are some of the brands that you haven't tried that you're really interested in? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.